Hi there guys, we're at Strawberry Fields in Central Park. This is obviously where the John Lennon Memorial is. We're going to look at his house where he lived now, the Dakota building. I'd just like to say thank you to one of you guys, Fidget Spinner, who recommended I did this walk. So this one's for you. We're going to talk about certain things on this road on the way down. We've got the Ghostbusters building. And yeah, basically it's a cool little walk. I love this part of the city as well, Amsterdam Avenue. You've got the east and the west side, super cool. It's what you'd imagine New York to be like. Anyway, two interesting things here. This is the Dakota building, and John Lennon lived in that building there with the balcony. And then also we've got this building here, which is, I'm just making sure I don't get run over. Marilyn Monroe's lived in the balcony window there. So, two things. Those guys in the little bike tours, the tuk-tuk tours, they charge 60 for basically what I'm going to show you now. So if you want to donate some money, you can below. No, I'm joking. You can also get one of these city bikes. How much are they? Oh, $19 for a day pass. You can also pay $99 US for the lady to walk you around the park, and that one looked pretty nice. She was speaking in French as well, so I think if you're French or French speaking, you could go on that tour. So anyway, this is the coolest place we've been to so far, in my opinion. I mean, look, there's Central Park there. It's like being in a movie for me. It's December, it's Christmas light time, so check below for all the other videos. And yeah, we're just gonna have a nosy through. I can already see the Ghostbusters building. So we'll end at the Columbus Circle, and there's a big shopping centre there, and the Christmas market in December as well. Anyway, let's just have a look in the park. You can see the tour guides over there with the flags. And Amsterdam Avenue is down there. These little roads here in this area, I think it's super cool. There's a really good hostel there. So I'm doing 4 nights in a hostel, 5 nights in a hotel, and I'm going to film both and compare them. So we've got the budget experience and then the more pricey experience. It is expensive. I do want to talk about that a bit though, because it's not as expensive as I was expecting. I think accommodation is expensive, but if you take that out of the equation, food, I would say even Paris was more expensive food-wise. Although I did buy a bottle of juice and it was $9. The tipping thing, I just don't get that still at all, because we don't do that in Europe. But I normally just tip $2 or $3. If it's a bit more expensive, then they normally suggest it anyway. So just go, but do tip though, because it's kind of what they do here. So this is the 72nd Street station. It's the B line, and to be honest, you can get a lot of stuff on that B line. So that's the red line, and if you get on, you can go all the way down to the 9/11 Memorial, and I will be filming that as well. It's magnificently breathtaking how that happened. It still blows my mind. And yes, I can see we're nearly at the Ghostbusters building. So yes, it was cool to have a suggestion, so please leave comments below. Although unfortunately I don't think I'll be here by the time you see this video. But yeah, that was super cool, thank you so much. Lots of dogs. Another thing I've noticed is coffee. I mean, I know that's a stereotype, but they drink a lot of coffee, like way too much coffee. And that is much better tasting than some of the coffees I've had in the UK. It's very sweet as well. If you get a cappuccino, it's basically like drinking sugar. But yeah, these are very expensive here. This part of town, so you've got the east and the west side. One side is just a bit more dodgy than the other side, let's just say that. I can't remember, I think it was the east side that was more dangerous. And I came out of the deli. That's another interesting thing for the Brits. There's a deli, which basically is a grocery store with a man making food in there. And I became friendly with this guy. And he said to me, be careful of the crackheads outside with the camera and in the night. So it's like the night time is a bit more dangerous, but I would say Amsterdam Avenue is pretty safe in general. And this is actually the subway here. Oh, look at this little dog. Has anyone seen him? Oh, bless him. So one thing I will say about the metro prices, or subway prices, let's talk about that. So you get these little tickets. Get it out. You get these metro cards. And you have to swipe it as you go through. You don't swipe it when you come out of the other end. It's only when you go in, because it's not done on distance like in Paris or other cities. It's done just on when you go in. So you pay $3 to go on the metro. With that, you can get unlimited. It's $35 US for 7 days. I would definitely do that, even if you're here for 4 days. Because you've got to think of the bank card charges as well. So here's the Central Park big entrance. We're actually at the Ghostbusters building now. I wanted to just say, there's so much for me to talk about, by the way, and you'll have to watch the other videos. Oh, this is pretty cool. That's my bike.
It is?
Yeah. You know, I was going to say, we've got some beautiful Santas coming down. How much do you want to bet they're from the UK? I bet they're from England. Let's find out. Or American girls. Marilyn Monroe could see the park in the winter from her balcony, which is why she liked it. I've got a bet on with these viewers that you're English.
We're American.
You're American,
We're American.
right?
I
Okay.
wish I was
But this is like the attire of British women on a hen do. Is this a hen do or not?
What's a hen do?
You know, like where one of you's getting married.
Oh, no. It's
It's
SantaCon today.
It's SantaCon today.
Yeah, oh, what's that?
Everyone just dresses up as Santa and goes
What,
and
in the
drinks.
city?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All around.
I
bar
love it
hops.
here, by the way.
Oh,
Yeah.
so cool.
Have you been to London?
Yes.
Yes.
So what did you think of London?
I also
love
like
London.
London.
But this is better though, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think there's
Sorry.
just more to do. We've
Sorry.
got more boring history. But yours is like the
I loved
interesting
London,
buildings.
Yeah.
Do you know what that building is?
Really tall. No idea. What that is.
That's the Ghostbusters building.
Wow.
And
Great.
this man requested that I take him there. So
Oh,
I hope he likes
Well, have
that.
fun.
yeah,
Have a good time.
I'm sure he will. I better get a comment for this.
Okay,
Right,
for
cheers.
sure.
Bye. I thought that was like what I was expecting a hen do. Anyway, we're at the Ghostbusters building. Those hanging out in the street, that's so like what I imagine it to be like around here. We've got a bit further down to go. I think I'm actually going to leave you here and I'll meet you down there at the Christmas market because it's quite a walk. So let's go down to the Columbus Circle destination and I'm going to go and film the shopping centre. So if you're interested in other videos, subscribe, please comment below. And I'll be coming back in spring or summer, so let's get exploring together. I don't want to get run over always be wary of the bike lanes here as well, because they're not as organised as other cities. So yeah, cheers.
Decisions. Is this good?
Let's.
trying to
I'm
have
sorry,
the poem
guys.
be
They're
visible
used to me
and my
doing
pretty
this
face.
anyway. Yeah.
All right. Is this live? No, it's recording.
It's recording. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Decisions. Wait. Decisions. Wait. Decisions. All spelled different ways. The
Right.
poem.
Okay.
Could you make a poem about, well, that sort of lightning that finds it's more brightening than frightening? The wish meant to kiss, not curse. Bloom, not break. Breathe, not quake. Hope, not gloom. Heaven, but soon. Could you? That's the poem.